Terms to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
So now back out come the Rams on offense. A second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who they'll actually see in the Monday night opener. But no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big question, not just around the West Coast, but throughout the league. Will those guys play at all in the preseason? Because some teams are leaning more towards, we will count on you being ready for the opener and avoid injury during the preseason. We're now getting word that the Rams are going to probably play. Jared Goff and Todd Gurley, limited action against the Houston Texans, but we'll see. They won't play much in the preseason, maybe just a few snaps.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Now Goff on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Easy. Easy, kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now Breeze on third down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Check. Watch twist. Out.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
21.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang, Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota. In normal years, it doesn't get as much attention, but how about now? Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers to take on now Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Anything else there from the NFC Week 1 catching your eye?
Well, I think the Dallas Cowboys of Carolina, that definitely does, because the Cowboys are trying to get back to the playoffs. Dak Prescott, full season of Ezekiel Elliott, and, of course, number one, the big man, Cam Newton, will welcome them to Charlotte. And to finish things off, the last game of the season openers, the Los Angeles Rams, last year's revelation, taking on John Gruden's Oakland Raiders. How about that?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. He cuts it right. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 52 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 1st down, Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Ndamukong Suh forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Hey, switching gears for a second. Halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
It tends to cover. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year. The good health of Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Houston in a surprise pick.
All right. How about the West? The West is always intriguing. Who are you taking there?
One of the better divisions in football. John Gruden's back in Oakland. Kansas City has a new quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. Denver has a new quarterback in Case Keenum, plus a terrific defense. But I think the L.A. Chargers ride away with this division crown. Philip Rivers has to get it done. Somewhat approaching the twilight of his career. And I love their pass rush with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
And in the North, I'm guessing you're going Steelers.
I think I have to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone else has big question marks. The Steelers have Big Ben, and they're really upset about the way 2017 ended when they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he missed it. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go. 0-2. Four down. Get set. Switch. Ready, what's that?
Ingram again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You don't want no problem from me.
The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You got 4.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. It's caught inside the 25.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Ready. Away. My mate.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to take a shot for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited. About where they are in this game.
To throw on second down is gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Throwing now, Goff. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete as well. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
The Saints on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Breeze going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? 90. Yes.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
You know what? Now and then it pays to take chances in this league. You can't play everything by the book. You're on your own side of the 50, but all you need is a few short yards. And they're able to convert to keep the drive going.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 43 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. And some room to roam now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.